Hi guys, Kurt and Aubrey here. Today I'm going to be doing a quick video on how to create a time-lapse video with Lightroom and Photoshop CC. So let's get straight into it. I've got this sequence of raw images from Iceland and I've put them in a separate collection just for this video. And the way I do it is I edit one of the middle shots because that's the main focus of the video sequence. I've already pre-edited these, but I'll go through what I did. So let's say it's this one here. Now you can see all my editing in here, what I've done, played around with the white balance, bit of contrast, highlights, saturation, etc. Added a few grads, etc. just to control the exposure. Once I'm happy with it, I'll go back to the grid, right click the image, go to develop settings, copy settings. Then you want to make sure check all is selected, so everything is selected, and click copy. Once you've done that, you want to press Command A and that will select everything. Right click one of the images and it doesn't matter, it's already selecting the original image. Go back down to develop settings and click paste. Now once you've done that, which I've already done, all the images will have the exact same settings as the first one you edited. It'll take a little while just to get all the metadata. Once you've done, you'll see it a bit like this. Now once you've done that, with them still selected, you want to right click again, export, and you want to have some settings for creating a time-lapse video. One thing I should mention when editing the raw image, you need to crop it to 16:9, as that's the aspect ratio for video. So when exporting, I'm just going to put these on the desktop, subfolder it's time-lapse video, and I'll leave these the way they are. Now the resize, I'm going to put it as 1920 by 1080 pixels, which is full HD, at a resolution of 200 pixels per inch, which seems to be okay. And then once you've done that, just click export. Now I've already exported these images just to make this nice and quick. So now I'm going to go over to Photoshop. So here we are in Photoshop. First thing you want to do before you do anything is go over to Window, Workspace, and change it to Motion. You don't want it as a regular Photoshop workspace. You need this timeline on the bottom. You want to go to File, Open, and for this it's already found where the images are, so you just need to find the folder where you've put them, and you don't want to select all of them. All you want to do is select the very first one. But another thing to be aware of, you need the options that are usually hidden here. So click Options and make sure Image Sequence is selected. There it'll know to use the first file and then all the files after it. Once you've done that, click Open. First thing it'll ask is the frame rate, so depending on where you are in the world, you can change your frame rate, or depending on the project, you can have it to whatever you like. For me, in the UK, I generally shoot at 25 frames a second. So just click OK. And there you go. You've just created a time-lapse. So you can play through it. You can scrub through it as well. It will be a little choppy because you can see this little green line is where it renders. So if I press play, you can see as it renders through, the frame rate is going about less than what it should be shooting at. But you can get a general idea of how it's going to look, which this one is actually quite nice. You've got some really nice light changing across the sky. Once it's gone through once, I'll play it again. Let's just see what it's like. That's a bit better. That's a lot smoother. You got this lovely wave motion of the clouds in the sky, which is very nice. So that's the time lapse done. I don't need to do editing to it now because it's pretty much done. So to export the video, you don't want to save. You can if you do want to come back and do anything to it, but generally you want to export and click Render Video. So here you just create some details for the file. So you've got your name, so I can call it time-lapse test. Select your folder, which is already put it into the same folder where the original video is, where the actual raw file JPEGs are. The encoder, so that's the codec of the file, H.264 is fine for this. High quality, 1920 by 1080, 25 frames a second, and a progressive. That's all good. Once you've done that, you just click render. And that's going to just get the time-lapse sorted and exported. And really that's it. That's how you create a time-lapse in Lightroom and Photoshop. If you have any questions regarding this, please leave them in the comments. If you do want to see more videos like this, let me know what you want to see, but make sure to click the subscribe button and the like button because it really helps me out. But that's it, yeah, that's how to create a time-lapse, and I hope you enjoyed this, and here is the video I've just created. Thanks for watching, see you later.